It's Groundhog Day again. It happens every year on February 2nd, and we're supposed to predict weather based on the groundhog seeing his shadow. Bill Murray had a couple of run-ins with groundhogs, first in the movie Caddyshack, then many years later in the movie Groundhog Day, where he lived the infernal day over and over again. Since 1887, members of the Punxsutawney Groundhog Club in western Pennsylvania have tried to note the first appearance of the rodent they call Punxsutawney Phil. If Phil comes out of his burrow into sunlight on February 2nd and spies his own shadow, he's said to jump back down underground, dooming us all to 6 more weeks of winter. On the other hand, a cloudy Groundhog Day forecasts an early spring.
We wanted to head out and find out what people knew about Groundhog Day and the animal itself that we celebrate on this one day. Did anybody really care? And not only that, but how were people celebrating the big day?
Groundhog Day, being from the Northeast, usually means whether or not the groundhog sees a shadow, it's at least 6 more weeks of winter.
I have no idea about it at all. I just know it exists, but I don't really know much about it.
I don't celebrate Groundhog Day. It's against my religion.
Groundhog Day lies a little too close to Valentine's Day, so we kind of forget the groundhog and we remember the heart.
Well, with a lukewarm reception on that question, we asked if you knew what a groundhog looked like.
A groundhog is it's like a badger but smaller.
I've never actually seen a groundhog. I don't really feel a connection to that kind of creature.
An oversized rat, maybe. They're pretty big, furry animals.
Yes, we wondered, would you eat a groundhog?
I wouldn't eat a groundhog. That would just be cruel and unusual.
Well, if it's prepared right? If it's braised with some nice truffle oil?
I'm a vegetarian.
I might consider it.
Sure, I'd marinate it and put it in one of those things and put some steak marinade and stuff and some barbecue sauce on it and maybe a little bit of Tabasco. I'm sure it'll be fine. Tastes like chicken.
Would I ever eat a groundhog? Maybe.
Well, we headed over to Aurora, an upscale Dallas restaurant where we got some culinary advice from world-class chef Avner Samuel.
Well, it's all depends. If it's tougher meat, mostly I will stew it. And if it's a tender meat, maybe slice it almost like carpaccio.
And what sort of wine would go well with our new dish?
Well, that kind of stuff, oh my God, mostly treated like with a very thick, strong wine as a Syrah, most probably. I don't know, I never had one, so that's a tough one.
Well, there you have it. Other than people not really knowing what Groundhog Day truly means or if they should celebrate it, at least we found a few folks who at least want to eat a groundhog. For Market News First, I'm Mike Gould, and there's your Groundhog Day coverage.